ABC. I'll project this. So resting on its base on HP, the axis height will be given in the problem. Go for drawing a vertical line, the axis line to a height equal to the height of the axis, the height of the pyramid, O, O1 dash. And this is B, C with dashes. So B you can see, A with the bracket, invisible point, right? So if I tilt now towards right, so I keep the pyramid something like this. If I tilt towards right, it will going to rest on this corner. So in that case, if you have any problem saying that any pyramid, they say a pyramid, any pyramid of some base edges of 30 mm and the height of some distance, it says 60 mm, is resting on one of its corners of its base on HP, such that the axis is inclined at 30 degrees to HP and parallel to VP. So in that case, you will go for drawing like this, so that you're going to have a corner, something like what we discussed in case of the prisms. So you're going to have a corner on the right side. When you bend towards right, it will going to rest on the corner. So then I'm going to bend towards right, I'll redraw. So because it says axis is inclined, I cannot draw the axis, then I have to fix that. Instead, I can go for drawing the base inclined at 90 minus that axis inclination. I'll locate that line. So this is the axis end, and this is AB dashes, and this is C dash, the corner will go to rest on HP. So in that case, if I take this as 60, automatically this will be 30. So the axis inclination is given as 30 degrees, then you go for 90 minus the 36 degrees. So because this becomes a right angle triangle, if this is 30, this will be 60. So I want this to be 30, so I'll take the base at 60, 90 minus this 30, right? So same procedure. So go to that height, complete it, redraw this. So this is O. So when you look at from the top, you'll see how exactly the view will be. Project all the points. Draw locus from all the points. So this is A and A, B and B, C and C, O and O. This is O1 and O1, right? This is O1 dash, right? O1 and O1. So again here, when you look at from the top, in the front view, so the apex is near to the observer, not the base. So the base edges, you cannot see the base edges completely in that case. Go for drawing only the outermost edge. This is the outermost edge in that. So this is the outermost edge and this is the outermost edge. So only the outermost edges have joined. Then because this is nothing but a triangular face, a visible face, so any edge now which comes in inside that will be a dotted line, invisible edges, because all the edges will come below that, because there will not be any edges on the surface. So then all the edges which are not joined will be now becomes invisible edges. We know to represent the invisible edges, the dotted line. So OC, even that is the dotted line. Only the axis where you can, up to this, you can just show the axis using H pencil, medium thickness, whereas all this will be a dark line, a thick continuous dotted line, a thick dotted line for invisible edges. So these are visible edges. See the difference between this and this. So based on the positions, so we're going to have this. In the same way, even you can have for the axis inclined to HP parallel to VP. In that way, you can have axis inclined to VP parallel to HP. This is inclined to HP parallel to VP. In the other case, you can have axis inclined to VP parallel to HP. In that case, the completely reverse. Just go for drawing that. So anyway, these are the basics. This problem, you see. In that case, again, I can have the base to lie in VP. So if I want to have, say, the axis inclined to VP, so then I have to keep my pyramid's base in VP. the same way what I said in case of ABC. So if I want to have any of the edges to rest on one of its base edges in VP, so then I have to draw that edge perpendicular to XY line in the same way what I did here. It has to rest on one of its base edges. I have to draw that edge perpendicular to XY line. Then when I bend towards right, it will move to rest on the edge. The same way now here I have to keep. So in VP, when I bend towards right, it should rest on that edge, right? The same way. So this is in the VP. So same thing when I'm looking in the top view, it looks like this. So completely reverse this. So when I project to get the top view, axis, move to the axis to that height, big and small, big and small, big. Required height of the solid will be given. Go to that height. Okay, so complete this and so the base. So this is AB dashes right. Okay, this front view is O1. So this is C. This is O1. So A you can see, B with the bracket. So now the base of this pyramid is lying in VP with one of its base edges perpendicular to HP. So one of its base edges is perpendicular to HP. So then so it's perpendicular to HP. I'm keeping one of its base edges perpendicular to horizontal plane. If this is vertical plane, so the base is in VP, this is VP, right? When you are looking at the horizontal plane, so because vertical plane is mutually perpendicular, so this you can imagine as VP, and this the one. So when you are looking in the top, this is when you are looking at the top view. So base is in VP, axis perpendicular to HP. So then when I turn to give the axis inclination, automatically it will go to rest on the edge. So this I can put the edge position. So axis inclines to VP, then you have to go for drawing inclination to VP. So for axis inclination, I'll go for the base inclination. So base inclined at 90 minus axis inclination. If the base is, say, the axis is inclined at 30 degrees, then I'll incline the base at 60 degrees. So I'll take the same length. I'll go for inclining the base. We're going to have this AB. This is the longer resting on one of its base edges. I take the axis. So this is the axis line, and this is the point C. So point C, the corner C, and this is AB. B in the bracket. See, when I go for taking this at 60, this automatically will be 30. So 90 minus this axis inclination. So we'll go for projecting that axis to a same height of this. I'll redraw this sketch to in this position. So this is O and this is O1. So when I project this O, these two coincide, right? Only one line. Then this is A and A dash, B and B. So this is C and C. This is C dash, B dash, O1 and O1. So this is O1 dash. This is O and O dash. So again here, when I am looking in the front, so that's in the top view from the front. So this and apex is nearer to me compared to this. This is away, right, compared to this. So in that case, I cannot see the base completely. I'll go for making all the edges, all the boundary edges with a thick continuous line. Then what about OC? Is visible. If the outermost corner, and if this is the other end, which is visible, you can make that. See, then this becomes your dotted line, invisible edge. So completely reverse of this. So this is here and this is here. Axis inclination to HP, axis inclined to VP, and we'll get your front top view, and as it will get your front view completely reverse. Starting from here, started here, got this view, redrawn, got this view. So started view in VP, got this view, and redrawn that, then you can get this view. So the same way even you can have a corner. So having a corner on the right side. So to have the corner to rest in VP, so project that axis to height, okay. this is A, B, C, this is O1, and this is B and A. B is visible, right? Okay, this is C, this is O1 and O. So when you turn like this towards right, it's going to rest on the corner. So redraw, base inclined at 90 minus that axis inclination, or they may give you the base is inclined at some degrees, then you can incline the base. Otherwise, if this is the longer edge, inclined edge, they can say inclined edge is inclined at 30 degrees, then you can go for drawing that line first, then you can construct this triangle, redraw the triangle. So this is AB, so this is the axis very closer to this compared to this length. Okay, for drawing the axis length, okay, anyway, this is a chain line, complete that. This is C, project all this axis, other end of the axis. Get this view. So A and A, so this is A dash, B and B, B dash, C and C, C dash. This is O dash and this is O dash. Again here the O is the apexes negatives are compared to the base. So then I'll go for completing only the outermost edges. So then this becomes a surface. So any edges which are not joined now will be a dotted line because you cannot have a dark line. This, see, same thing. Drawn on HP because I have to incline the solid to give the inclination to HP. I'll go for drawing on HP. So resting on its base, then I'll incline the base or the axis. So in that case, the axis inclined 30 degrees, or they can give you the base incline, or this longer edge, the inclined edge containing the corner is inclined with some angle. This will not be same angle as this axis as in case of the prism. It was parallel, then we used to take because longer edges are parallel to the axis, same inclination of the longer edge. So in this case it will be different inclination, then they can give you the longer edge containing that corner is inclined with some angle, or axis is inclined with some other angle, not the same. This is inclined at 90 minus that axis inclination. So the base is inclined, in that way they can give you. Even in this case they can say the base is inclined at say 60 degrees, or they can give you the axis inclined at 30 degrees, or this the triangular face containing that edge on which it is resting is inclined. In that way they can give you. So in that case any three conditions will be the same solution. So either you can give me the angle, then you can go for taking this length and you can construct this triangle. Redraw the same triangle, you will get the view. The base is given, you can go for drawing the base, then axis, then you can construct the triangle because the axis length is known. Okay, if the axis is given, even in that case you can draw the base inclined at 90 minus the axis inclination. Redraw this view. So this is the basics that is required to solve the problems when the axis is inclined to both the planes. I will stop here. I'll take it in the next class.